episode of Game Time. This week we're at the Rio Rancho Aquatic Center, and you get two for the price of one. We are with the Rio Rancho High School and Cleveland High School swim programs and head coach Stacy Salinas. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Gotta ask you, what's it like coaching two different high school programs?
It's challenging. It has its moments, mostly paperwork. But it's truly an honor that I get to coach both these amazing teams. I enjoy it every day.
Is there ever any sort of sibling rivalry, one school against the other?
I think they have it inner a little bit. I always say we don't need other teams around us, we just need each other. So there is definitely that, but they definitely support each other and cheer each other the whole time.
We have the state championships this week with the boys on one day and the girls on another. What sort of challenges does that present?
It is a challenge. I'm glad we're getting to do it at least. It's really challenging because the boys are Wednesday already, which changes kind of how you taper them and prepare them, and then bring the girls back for 2 more days before we do it again. But I like the old format with prelims and finals, so that's a little bit different for them. But like I said, I'm glad we're getting to do it, and we'll do what we need to do.
Absolutely. Of the state qualifiers you have that are participating this week, who's going to make a splash, so to speak?
I'm hoping for a couple big swims. I got Dylan Bonet here. He's seated first in the 100 breaststroke, so we're anxious for that. He's on the Rio Rancho side. On the Cleveland side, Philip McLaughlin, he should be pretty fast in the 100 free and the 100 back. The girls, my girls are younger, but they should do real well in their relays. I got Aubrey Rice in the 100 free, so hopefully Ava Schlosser on the Cleveland side, 50 and 100. So they've been training hard, we're ready for it, we'll see what we got.
How do you prepare a team for state? What do you do to kind of get them ready?
It's a long season, so we really build them really strong through the winter break. Hit Metro pretty hard, and then start backing them off, tapering them, and get them running.
Do you have any traditions or routines that you do before state or even before any meet this year?
Definitely, we have our pasta parties. They love their pasta parties. We'll have two state dinners this year. We go to breakfast the morning of state as a team. And they have their little decorations they do every year, bandanas, things like that. So we're trying to do everything as normal as we can.
And what would be a successful week for you, for Rio Rancho, for Cleveland?
We're coming off of a huge weekend. We just won district. The Rio Rancho boys, Cleveland boys took second over Academy, which is very hard and different for us to do. So I'm hoping to take that momentum, run it into the weekend. They're prepared. They need to trust themselves, trust their training, and we'll see where we come out. Swimming is a whole different world. It's one classification, lots of fast swimmers in our state, and it'll be a fun weekend.
All right, hopefully it is. Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Game Time after this.
Hey basketball fans, here's your chance to win an NBAA 2022 State Basketball VIP prize pack. Just download the NBAA 24/7 app on your mobile device to be registered to win. The prize pack includes 2 passes to the 2022 NBAA State Basketball Tournament, plus 2 Lobo level tickets. You know, those seats in the first 5 rows from the pit floor. You also win a $500 gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods, a $100 gift card provided by Sonic Drive-In, an NBAA edition Wilson Evolution leather basketball, and a 6-month membership to New Mexico Sports and Wellness. All you have to do is download the NBAA 24/7 mobile app on iOS or Android, and you are registered to win. A winner will be picked during the 2022 NBAA State Basketball Selection Show on Sunday, February 27th. So let's review. Download the free NBAA 24/7 app and be entered to win lots of cool stuff. It's just that easy. If you already have the app, don't worry. You're registered for a chance to win too. Thank you to our participating sponsors, Dick's Sporting Goods, Sonic, New Mexico Sports and Wellness, and Wilson. Download the free NBAA 24/7 app right now for your chance to win.
Are you living the life of an athlete? The New Mexico Activities Association brings you Life of an Athlete, a resource for students, educators, and parents to understand the challenges students face. Athletes, did you know one night of drinking will negatively affect your athletic performance for 2 weeks? Or that athletes who drink and do drugs are twice as likely to get injured? Alcohol's effects can reduce a high school athlete's potential by as much as 20 to 30%. Are you living the life of an athlete? Log on to lifeofanathlete.com to find out today.
Do you love sports? Do you want a front row seat for exciting high school sports action in New Mexico? If the answer is yes to either of those questions, then becoming an interscholastic sports official may be right for you. The New Mexico Officials Association is looking for individuals age 15 years or older to serve as officials in 10 different sports. No experience is necessary and training is provided. If you're interested, call 505-923-3110. That's 505-923-3110, or go to the website nmact.org and click on the Officials tab.
Hi, my name is Dylan Bonet, and I attend Rio Rancho High School, and welcome back to Game Time.
The U.S. Bank State Swimming and Diving Championships will take place this week. The boys will compete on Wednesday, the girls on Saturday, both at Albuquerque Academy. The New Mexico National Guard State Wrestling Championships will also take place this week at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Hundreds of wrestlers will be competing for that first place finish on Friday and Saturday. Pecos senior Derek Ortiz is looking for not his first or his second, but his third state championship.
So Derek Ortiz, two-time state champ. How do you feel going for a three-peat?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling ready. My coaches have really pushed me this year. Mentally ready, physically. I feel great.
I want to talk a little bit about last year's championship. You were really emotional getting that first place finish. Tell me a little bit about last year's state title run and what led to all that emotion in the title match.
Being stuck at home with COVID and then, learning about Mrs. Mo's cancer, and we've had a lot of adversity with deaths with the team and around our community. So it was really nice, getting that moment of, glory for a minute, overcoming that adversity. So last year, that was one of the highlights of my life. So very emotional.
What kind of relationship do you have with Coach Mike Montano and his wife, also helping out with the program, Linda?
I love Coach Mike and Mrs. Mo. They've done a lot for us when no one else would step up, and they're one of the only reasons why we still have a program. So I'm forever thankful for them.
You are the school's only two-time state wrestling champ. What does that mean to you and kind of your place in school history?
Pecos is very much a basketball school. So it's being a wrestler, it's pretty nice, for other sports to, get a chance to shine. And, being at a smaller school, we don't have like nutrition coaches or weightlifting coaches. So it's pretty nice.
How do you feel going into this week's state championship? How you're wrestling, physically, how you feel?
I feel great. I feel mentally prepared, physically prepared. We're watching a lot of film. Never stop learning. My conditioning's on point. I feel very ready for this weekend.
You said you're watching a lot of film and preparing. How are you preparing for this week? How do you get ready for state?
I prepare this next week. It's all mentally preparing. Physically, we've been preparing all season long. So now it's the mental aspect. The only one in my way is me. So it's a lot of mental and watching film, really refining my technique.
Take me through what goes through your mind when you step onto the mat and you're ready to take on an opponent, whether it be a first round or even a final. What's going through your head?
It's going always one match at a time. And the one thing that I always think about is don't stop moving. Always on my feet. Don't stop pushing the pace. Don't stop, being calm, being ready, focusing in. Just very prepared. I always feel prepared. My coaches always, keep me prepared. So very focused and very pushing the pace.
What would it mean to you to get that opportunity to win a third state title and do it in your senior year?
It would mean a lot to me. It would prove everyone. It would prove that the first two weren't a fluke, and it would mean a lot to me.
You excited? You nervous? What kind of goes through your mind leading up to it?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been in these situations before. I've been under the lights. So I'm very prepared. I'm excited. I'm more excited than anything.
For the New Mexico National Guard State Wrestling Championships, classes A through 3A and 4A will compete on Friday, and on Saturday, Class 5A and the girls hit the mat. Speaking of championship events, some big news in the world of high school golf. The NBAA, in conjunction with Santa Ana Golf Club Incorporated, announced this week the 2022 NB3 State Golf Championships presented by Realty One of New Mexico will be hosted by Santa Ana Golf Club and Twin Warriors Golf Club on the Santa Ana Pueblo. Class 4A will tee it up at Santa Ana, and Class 5A will play Twin Warriors.
I've had a wonderful career in golf and now broadcasting, but that certainly wouldn't be possible without opportunity. I'm a product of the NBAA. I loved high school sports. I think it's one of the critical periods in young people's lives, and if you just look at this opportunity that we're able to provide to kids in New Mexico to compete on world-class facilities, to have a title of presenting sponsor that of a company that was founded here in the state and now has a national platform. Those are the things that I want our kids to aspire and work toward in their own lives, in their own endeavors. Look at my career as an athlete and say, look, if somebody from here can do it, so can I. If somebody can be successful in business, so can I. If somebody can come here and host and present these properties in their splendor to the rest of the country, let's go on ahead and do it. And I think these sorts of things don't happen without proper collaboration. The Pueblo of Santa Ana and Jay Garcia have always been big supporters of mine, not only as an athlete, but also as a foundation founder through the MB3 Foundation. And so what I would love to see is a couple things. I'd love to see our kids come here and compete. I want to identify the top two players, the top female player and the top male player in the state, and they will receive an invitation directly to my national championship with no qualifying required. So and for those of you that are unaware, I proudly state that our current reigning NB3 Junior Golf National Champion is Quinn Yost from the Four Corners area. He went out and beat some of the finest players in the country and proved what I had always known for such a long time, that our kids in this state can compete at the highest level, and now they're going to have a platform and an opportunity to do that with the help of everybody that's up here. And I want to thank the NBAA and all the partners that we have, R1, Santa Ana Golf, and everybody affiliated with making this a possibility, because without them, certainly none of this gets done. And we are going to also make contributions to the NBAA Scholarship Foundation, which are going to continue to promote our efforts both on the education side as well as on the athletic side. So it's a comprehensive endeavor, but I'm certainly proud to be sitting up here with everybody.
The Class 3A state championships will be played at the Canyon Club in Albuquerque. All the state golf championships will take place on May 9th and 10th. Before we say goodbye, we have some congratulations to go around. First, congrats to a pair of bowling state champs from last week. East Mountain High School won the A through 3A State Bowling Championship, beating Sandia Prep in the final. And Espanola Valley High School was down 40 pins to Artesia in the 4A final, but they rallied in the final game to win the Class 4A State Championship. And New Mexico has a national champ. The Del Norte Air Force JROTC Precision Air Rifle Team was crowned Air Force JROTC National Champions this month after competing against regional finalists from high schools in Washington, North Carolina, and Florida. That's going to do it for another episode of Game Time. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll have a complete recap of the state swimming and diving championships, as well as run down the state wrestling finals as well, and we'll tell you who finished on top. Don't forget to download the NBAA 24/7 app. It's free. You can get it at the App Store or Google Play, and just by downloading the app, you are entered to possibly win a VIP prize pack. We will announce a winner just before the state basketball tournament at our seating and selection shows. So you still have time. Go download the app. Until then, we'll see you next time on Game Time.